afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I want to start off by recognizing how Oaklanders are united in wanting safer communities. Firehouses are our bread and butter for keeping our communities safe. They are the backbone of essential, basic city services. And it is critical that as elected leaders, we do everything possible to preserve the bread and butter of public safety. Now, there might not have been an issue in recent years that's united Oakland residents more than this one. Save our stations. When the news first broke that there were 6 slated closures of fire stations in Oakland due to our budget crisis, the community rallied. We heard from thousands of Oakland residents that they are not willing to compromise on public safety, specifically fire stations. We know what's going on in Los Angeles with devastating wildfires, and we know that we've had very similar wildfires in Oakland as well, and we cannot risk having any resources missing that would prevent us from protecting our communities in the face of wildfires. But fire stations are not just essential for preventing wildfires. We have daily fires in homeless encampments. We have structural fires. We have firefighters responding to medical calls that are the front lines of medical safety for our communities. So to do anything to be able to bring back our essential fire stations is what myself and several of my fellow council members are committed to doing. So I'm very excited to have been able to introduce today legislation co-authored by my colleagues, Councilmember Rebecca Kaplan and Councilmember Zach Unger, to be able to amend our budget resolution to bring in millions of dollars of funding to reopen the 2 shuttered fire stations, Station 25 and 28, and also prevent the closure of 4 additional fire stations that is currently budgeted to be closed. Since the beginning of this year, since it was announced that stations will be closed, we looked for every penny. This has been truly, truly an enormous task of finding every last penny possible that could go towards reopening our fire stations. Most of you know that we are in a massive budget deficit. We have a structural deficit of over $200 million. We are in a crisis, and we are unfortunately in a season where we have to cut many city services, many city functions. But what I believe we cannot compromise on are the essentials of public safety, and that includes fire stations. So this is not a clear road ahead of us. There definitely may be challenges in order to get this resolution fully passed, but what we have is several $million of airtight funding that we know can be used towards saving our fire stations. This item is going to be heard at City Council at an all-City Council meeting on March 4th, starting at 3:30 p.m. And I encourage anyone interested in showcasing their support for protecting our fire stations to show up and show out, to showcase that there are many competing budget priorities in our city. I recognize that. And there are a lot of people struggling with funding cut for different services. But if you as a member of the public care about preserving fire stations, this is an opportunity to make your voice heard and utilize the millions of dollars identified to be able to move forward and save our stations. Thank you.